Today we're being joined by AFLW Crows young star Niamh Kelly. Niamh, thanks for coming on.
Thanks very much for having me, Cooper.
No worries. So the AFLW season, obviously been a couple of rounds in, must be pretty pleased with how you've gone in the first 2 weeks so far.
Yeah, it's good to get off to a good start and have 2 wins from 2. So yeah, looking forward to the rest of the season now. We've Bombers this weekend. So yeah, it should be a good game. But yeah, it's very exciting to be back out there again.
The Showdown Medal this year against the Power in round 1, that must have been pretty cool to win that medal in the first game of the season.
Yeah, it was good to get off to a good start and get the win against Port. And obviously on a personal level, it was lovely to, I suppose last year I was out injured and didn't play in the Showdown. So it was lovely to be able to play first of all, and then to come away with the Showdown medal was the cherry on top. But yeah, everyone done so well on the day, and like anyone could have got the medal. But yeah, it was great to get the win and lovely to get the award as well.
So you played 30 games so far, you kicked 6 goals. Who would you best describe yourself as for people that don't know too much about you? What type of player you are, who you model your game off? For people that don't know too much about you, who would you say you compare yourself to?
Yeah, so I suppose, I started off playing with West Coast Eagles a couple of seasons ago. Moved over from playing Gaelic football. So I didn't know a whole pile like coming into the game at all, really. So yeah, I watched a lot of Vision. And I kind of looked up to like some men's AFL players because there was a few Irishmen that had came out ahead of me. So like the likes of like a few of the Irishmen that joined, like Conor McKenna, who was kind of brought his like Gaelic style to the game. And I kind of thought my like speed and athleticism might be something that I could bring across to AFL. So I look at wingers like across the competition that I suppose try and learn things from. But like the likes of Ebony Marinoff and Hatchie and even Chelsea in the club here at Adelaide Crows are incredible people to be playing with, and I'm learning so much from them every day at the club. And I look up to them every day. So
it's good. So you said, as you mentioned earlier, you started your career at the Eagles. How did the Eagles come about finding you, and how did that process happen to them recruiting you in the end? Like, was there like a trial period where they gave you like a week or month to trial out? How did that process work?
Yeah, so I was playing Gaelic football back at home in Ireland with County Mayo. And yeah, I was back in 2018. I actually got a message from Crosscoders. They're like a recruitment agency that were trying to bring players across from other codes. So I got a message from them. And to be honest, I was in the middle of my Gaelic football season, so I wasn't actually sure if it was legit, to be honest. So then as soon as my Gaelic football season was over, I looked into Crosscoders, and Jason Hill was the guy I was in contact there. And he'd said that there was a camp happening over in Melbourne where a few people from other codes were coming over, and there'd be a couple of coaches there to look at. So I actually couldn't make the trip over to Melbourne in 2018 because I was teaching back at home in Ireland, and I was stuck in a contract, so I couldn't leave, and kind of thought that was my chance gone. And my sister also had the same opportunity. But so then the following year, there was 4 clubs that were in touch with us, and West Coast were the first club that we were in contact with, and it was Adam Selwood and Luke Dwyer that we were in touch with then, and we came across, myself and my sister, I think it was October 2019, and they just liked the idea of the two of us coming out together, which meant a lot for us, I suppose, moving from Ireland over to the other side of the world. That was very enticing, and they sent us lots of vision, and we practiced skills, the two of us together, to try and get to grips with the game. So then we moved out in October, and had plenty one-on-one sessions to learn the game, and had 3 great seasons there, and then had a great opportunity to move across to the Crows then last season, and I'm in my second season with them now, and I'm absolutely loving it. So
you mentioned your sister. You mentioned your sister Grace, who else is now at the Saints. What was it like joining the same club in the Eagles at that stage with her to probably help the transition a bit better? I'm sure that would have helped moving with your sister and to the same team as well.
Yeah, definitely made it easier at the start. Yeah, having my sister coming over with me, I suppose, was a little bit of home away from home with me at the start. So definitely when I suppose everything was new, you're becoming familiar with the new country, a new sport, and then just a whole, I suppose, new culture. It's so different to Gaelic football. So it definitely helped having my sister there to even practice the skills together and have someone to be constantly, going through vision together with and doing the skills. So definitely helped. But then, I suppose after 3 years, being so familiar with the game and having 3 great years at the Eagles, I just thought that the move across to Adelaide Crows was one that I couldn't refuse, and I definitely thought it was something that would I suppose bring up my game as an individual. And then I'm so lucky to be able to come across here.
So as you mentioned, moving over to the Crows and your sister moved to the Saints. What was it like, that transition, moving away? You said it was a great opportunity to take, but was it a bit hard to leave your sister in the one team where she's gone her own way and you've gone a separate way in a different state now? Or you've gotten used to it now since it's a big move already originally?
Yeah, I suppose, I think we're only about an hour away. So like I see her quite a lot as it is. But at the start, it was definitely different. But the girls here, like, were so welcoming and welcomed me with open arms really since I came in. So made the transition very easy coming across, and it didn't seem as new because I knew the game and knew Australia quite a bit. But yeah, obviously coming across to a new state, a new team was something I had to get used to again. And I just have loved the transition across. And I feel like I'm just learning so much and growing kind of here at the Crows all of the time. And to be able to play alongside, some of these girls like Nafi, Hachi, Chelsea Spitz, and all these girls is great. So I'm really enjoying it, and I've had the chance to kind of stay. We've had away games over in Melbourne. I've just stayed an extra night with my sister that way. So it's a bit of breathing space.
Sure. So you mentioned definitely. So with the Crows, obviously they're always been a side that's always featured in finals, and always been in the point end of the season in grand finals as well. How have you felt having to get into that side? You said you're probably injured most of last year. So what's it like? How confident do you feel being in the side that's got those Hatchard and Marinoff and Randall and girls like that in that side, to be able to transition to that team after an injury and be a consistent performer there from now? Must be pretty pleased in a strong outfit to get a regular game.
Yeah, it's absolutely incredible. I suppose, last year was a little bit difficult with, I think it was round 4, I dislocated my shoulder. So I took maybe 3 games out after that. And I suppose the season is so short, so you can't really afford much of an injury. So I got through the season with a kind of an unstable shoulder, but I was very lucky with the support I had with the physio and doctor and stuff to kind of get it as fit as possible so that I could kind of play for the rest of the season. But I definitely was limited and couldn't play at my potential. So I got surgery at the end of the season, and it's just been so nice to now play like injury free and play and just kind of play to my potential, but also just play my role for the team and then just to play alongside the girls. So it's really exciting, and looking forward to this weekend against Bombers because they're looking well. They've won their first 2 games as well, and I think they're sitting maybe 5th on the ladder. So it's been exciting. It's been a really nice pre-season too. We put in a lot of work with Geordie or S&C, and it's just been really nice to be injury free. So touch wood.
Now, when Danielle Ponter kicked that goal from the centre square, where were you when that happened, and what was your reaction to that goal from the centre square? Doesn't happen every day.
No, it doesn't. It was unbelievable. Danielle had a great game, and she's incredible, and definitely comes with you just don't know what she'll come with, but definitely wasn't expecting a goal from the centre square. So I was a winger, so I was just on the outside, and she just ran over, and the whole team nearly got around her. But it was a funny.
Go on, sorry.
It was a funny game on Friday. It was a very wet game, very different to our first game as well. So the wind took a bit of it, but it was just unbelievable. It was cool.
How many times do you reckon she's replayed that goal over and over again?
I don't know, but I've replayed it a good few times. So
do you think you could replicate that?
No, that's Danny's speciality now.
So I want to backtrack just quickly back to your debut in the AFLW with the Eagles in round 1 of 2020 at Vic Park. Obviously, it was a 4-goal loss, but how was that experience like that day? How was the build-up on that day, and how did you feel overall throughout that whole game and day?
So long ago now, but I feel it was so different to what I'd experienced back home with Gaelic. Just the whole culture of the sport is so different, and being presented with your Guernsey and running out with the team song and everything, that's not something we experience at home. So it was just a whole experience really, and I had cousins that lived in Melbourne because we played at Vic Park, and yeah, like they came to the game, and yeah, it was lovely. So I was actually playing against one of my teammates as well from home too. So it was just funny, yeah, to be like lining out against girls from home as well. So yeah, it was incredible experience, and even my debut here with the Crows as well last season against Melbourne was very special too. And you know, being presented with the Guernsey from Chelsea, Randall was really special. And you know, they made such an effort, and I remember they rang my mum and my boyfriend who were at home. I had them on Skype at the time, so that was very special, and something I'll always remember. So yeah, it's very cool. I'm really enjoying it.
What are some of the nicknames the girls are giving you at the club? Was there a pretty stock standard one, or they've given you these nicknames that you're like, I don't want to be called that?
Yeah, nicknames are such a big thing in Australia. So yeah, I've been called Nim or Nimmy. Yeah. So when they saw my name, I remember Nafi Ebony, she was like, how do you pronounce this name? So yeah, I've been called Nim or Nimmy. Yeah.
Okay. Who would you say, this could be an interesting answer, who would you say is the coach's pet who just likes to make sure their presence is known around the coach all the time?
Ooh. I think I'm going to have to say Ebony Marinoff, I think.
Yeah.
Even though Doc does love Chelsea Randall as well. Yeah. So either one of those two.
That's a good choice. Outside of who likes all the limelight? Who likes to talk all the time? Who loves the camera? Who's someone that just can't get enough of the camera and spotlight?
Okay, sorry, that's Ebony Marinoff. I feel like I'm saying the same one.
She definitely loves the camera then.
I hope she doesn't see this interview.
Sorry?
I hope she doesn't see this interview.
I hope not. Outside of footy interests?
Myself, so love going out for coffee. So I must have tried nearly all the cafes here in Adelaide. Just meeting up with friends and just going to the beach.
Any favourite TV shows or movies do you recommend?
Kind of just watch what's on. I don't watch TV that much, but I used to be obsessed with Home and Away before I came to Australia, and I haven't watched it since. Yeah, no, I don't actually watch too much TV.
Okay. So one final question. So I really appreciate you coming on. So 3 fun facts about you that some people might not know about you.
Ooh. 3 fun facts.
It could be one.
I just have to think about that one now.
Superstitions, anything like that?
Yeah, I always have to do 2 tuck jumps before every game.
Okay, yeah.
I have to have a coffee. It's essential. And
Good one.
Another fun fact. Jeez, I can't think now. Gone blank. I'll come back to you.
That's okay. That's all right. So I'll give you another question, give you a second to have a think potentially. Who do you feel is the best player in the go on? Who would you say is the best player in the competition?
Oh, there's so many. So many girls have performed obviously year in, year out, and there's so many. Like Brie Davey is back now for Collingwood. She's a fantastic midfielder. Obviously Ebony and Hatchie here are incredible people to be playing around. And Ali Anderson from Brisbane Lions is always consistent as well. Go with that.
Niamh, I really appreciate you coming on. I'll save you that question there for the fun fact. Really appreciate you coming on, and all the best for the rest of the season. Appreciate you coming on.
No worries. Thanks very much, Cooper.